Hey, man, we here, man. As y'all can tell, man, that was just a little snippet of something hot, man, that I put together. Got a deeper meaning than just, surface. But we here, R&B 2-0, man, J2-0 the done. And
Yes,
my
sir.
youngest, Mr. Treasure Vision, the one and only.
We back.
What's going
We
on,
back.
bro?
Trying to get it together, man. This got to be our summer. This got to be our summer. I'm plotting to take over. We finna have some merch for them.
Yeah, big merch
Uh,
on the way, big merch on the way. You feel me?
yeah,
I'm
we got
joining
some.
the club of having merch, man.
We got some stuff on the way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm probably most proud of right now. I can't help but notice the blessings that's around the corner. I just feel like, as soon as summer crack off, I see us hosting a bigger podcast with a couple special guests in the next couple weeks. You know what I mean? So I feel like we are not prepared. Not like we ain't ready to work, but I don't think we know what we got going right now. I don't think we understand how real it's been and all the feedback that we've been getting. So I'm excited.
I know I don't. Nah. Just being real because, like I said, bro, you used to say this a lot. Feel me? Like, over deliver, but
Mm,
don't expect that much. You feel me? But over deliver. You feel me?
for sure.
But that right there is like I keep that mind state. Like I don't be thinking about, oh, like I know I'm getting all this good feedback. Not saying I don't. I get it. It's valid, of course. But like I know that it's a marathon. Feel me? So I be focused on that. Like I'm not saying I don't accept it. I don't realize it's there, but we just pushing, man. You feel me? I be getting these. Sometimes I be getting DMs. Sometimes I be getting people coming up to me like, "Hey, bro, what you doing? Keep pushing." You feel me? Keep pushing that specifically.
Yeah.
And it's like like motherfucker, nobody will know what's going on the, you feel me, on the inside, outside, left or right, you feel me, unless you was to actually tell somebody, you feel me, but nigga, they seeing how we rocking on here, and they like, hey, that's it.
And I know I'm confident in this. I know you underestimate um their support being of the man behind it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that's doing what we're doing in different parts of the world or whatever, but it's like the character that's behind it, the people that's coming up to you, they know who you are, they know where you come from. You know what I mean? So they understand the growth on where you at right now. So uh, that's something I'm never gonna let you brush to the side until you really pick up on it. Like it's kind of like when we was in school and we was asking questions that everybody else wanted to ask. You know what I mean? You speaking on stuff that other people have more than likely felt before, or they're feeling right now. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, man. I've been saying it to my friends a lot. Like, man, I don't really feel like it's too many people as courageous as us right now, because we getting on here and we're not being perfect. You know what I mean? So keep celebrating in that, and don't shy away from them compliments, because sometimes those compliments or those acknowledgments is the reminder that I be needing to get up and get back to recording. You
Right.
know what I mean? So that's the kind of stuff that keep us fired up. It's like, we just talking about the merch. Might have 100 hats and ain't sold none. It's like, man, it's slow. You know what I mean? So it's like if we recording and ain't getting no feedback, it'll make it won't be a surprise for you to be like, I'll get to it later. You know what I mean? So that we're doing this before the lights got on, before it became popular, before, you know what I mean? Like that's where I think shows how thorough and how real we are about it.
Man, I was just while you was just talking, I was just thinking about it. Like, see, when specifically me, like I say this all the time also, feel me, like man, when we do these pods and shit, like I be having so many different ideas and all that. But the one thing that was steadfast was me, coming into my own as far as the merch game. You feel me? I always saluted you and yours, but it was just like it's not a race between us. You feel me? So I'm saluting you. You've been having yours for a year plus 2 years. You feel me? And now I'm finally starting to initiate that offense, that part of the offense. And it's like, man, feel me? Now I'm getting that same push from you. And I say that to say, not even on being an accountability partner. That's just a real friend. You feel me? Like I already been having mine, but now you got the opportunity to get yours. I'm finna do everything in my power to help you. You feel me? Aid and assist in what you got going on to help you see your vision out.
For sure, for
Feel me?
sure.
I'm like, man, people wouldn't know the significance of that. You feel me? Because it's so many flawed ways of thinking and being nowadays. It's like, man, that's crazy. People wouldn't. They don't probably take the time to appreciate no shit like that. You feel me? Like, and I'm one of them ones, and I'm big on somebody do something for me. Like I might not say nothing right there. I might not say nothing at all. You feel me? But it's appreciated. But me being myself, of course I'm gonna say something. You feel me? It's definitely appreciative. I'm grateful. But I say all that to say, man, you feel me? Like now that the merch is actually here, it's like now I can take a little step back, even though it's not physically in my hand. I know it's here. You feel me? I can take that step back, and I can be like, man, the progress. You feel me? That we seeing. It's
How many steps forward did we take,
I was
man?
just gonna say they might be even baby steps, but feel me, full circle. Just right now, it's levels to this, but just full circle right now. You feel me? Boom, now you got your merch, and you got more merch, different colors, and feel me. And now I'm finna come into you feel me? And I'm just like, man, that's big salute to both of us. You feel me? And a testament to really what we've been saying on here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not about being perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't did this, that, and the third. Probably didn't fumble this a little bit, but that's a salute to us, man. You know what I mean? Just support. You feel me? Support and just staying motivated individually, and you feel me amongst the peers, man. That's major.
Two two things to that. Two things to that. Um, I just now I don't really feel like I have merch because I've just been having stuff to wear so I can show people, hey, this is my brand.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like I just now got to a point where I might got 5 or 6 shirts that I'm ready to get rid of. You know what I mean? But um, it wasn't really that, but the little nuggets you was dropping in my ear, like, damn, Ruck, I get a hat. I see you got a different one. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like, okay, fuck. I should, like, my niggas, I should make sure, like, my people that rock with me and that I rock with, I should make sure that they got something.
Visible.
You know what I mean? And that you kept dropping. There was a lot of people dropping that seed in my ear, but it's like, man, let me see what it do. You know what I mean? And give myself or my people a chance to to rock with me. And going on to you, yes, I'm trying to help you, bro, but I want you to understand that it's a little selfish on my part. I've been telling you, bro, I need you to get your brand as popping as possible because I want to be like, hey, that's my boy. I rock with 2-0. The dude with you know what I mean? Like, that's the bigger I get, the bigger it makes you. The bigger you get, the bigger it makes me. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want you to be in the highest light possible because now I could be talking to dudes like, hey, if you want us to pull up, oh, you need brother come? Okay, well, this is how much we need. You know what I mean? And I feel like when people watch me value you and you value me, they know how we need to be treated. You know what I mean? It's the same thing if we dealing with a woman. If a man watch you deal with your woman a certain kind of way, he's gonna act just like that or not deal with her at all because he already knows what the standard is as far as just being respectful. You know what I mean? So it's like if I'm empowering my boys and I'm telling like you if I say something to you about an idea and you like, bro, that's hella stupid. You know what I mean? We don't do that to each other. Bro, it's like, look, if you could, bro, you could have just skipped that and went to Canva. You know what I mean? But it's never a belittling. You know what I mean? So it's like that not only are we not taking each other down, bro, but it's our job to pick each other up. And like I said, on some selfish shit, I'm picking you up, nigga, because it's like, man, this the team. I got a team full of all stars. You know what I mean? I don't want to be next to you if you ain't an all star. For me, and if you don't feel like that about yourself, then that's what we got to build up. For me, but I want people to know when they come over here how we rocking. You know what I mean? And how we
Just so
all.
everybody know too. Yeah, I don't got enough hands and feet. I don't got enough digits. You feel me? To explain how many times he had to pick me up. You feel me? Like I can't. You know what I mean? Go ahead, man. I just had to say that though. I had to say that
No,
because
but
people that say
it's
y'all have
both ways, bro. It's both ways, and this where I think I'm waiting for somebody to tell us this when we famous, right? Like, man, bro, I used to listen to y'all, and y'all mess around and be talking about something that I was thinking about doing or was just going through, and now I was like, fuck, after hearing y'all perspective. Like, bro, how many people you know, regular people like you and I, that are on here exposing flaws? You know what I mean? That are on here like, hey, bro, I know I need to work on this. Like, most of us or most people are like pointing the finger. Man, them dudes over there, they hella weird because they ain't had no mama and their daddy wasn't around. Like everybody know how to point outside of themselves. I mean, when we over here, like, hey, bro, I was struggling with this, and I kept bumping my head, and then it was like, man, the third time I went to jail, I was like, okay, now I can get it right. You know what I mean? Like, I was uh, I was talking to this counselor the other day because I'm trying to get into this therapy thing, right? And they were like, um, are you just a first termer? I'm like, yeah, I only did one term in prison, but I went to county jail hella times. I went to juvenile hall hella times. So it's like, um, why didn't I get it them times? You know what I mean? And just being able to uh, say out loud that it wasn't, my neighborhood's fault or my mom's fault or my dad's fault. It was just like, bro, I was making bad decisions. Like, bro, that's powerful, bro. That's powerful, bro. And we do that a lot. Feel me? So, um, I'm not gonna let either one of us downplay ourselves in what we doing. Feel me? Because I know that it's a lot of people looking at us, bro, watching us. That's like, damn, they respect us on the inside. You know what I mean? They acknowledge us, they salute us on the inside, because it's like, damn, you know what I mean? It's hard, bro. This ain't easy.
hey,
This ain't easy, man.
to one point you just made though, because it just clicked in my head, and this is like a real reality. You feel me? This is the reality of it when it comes to me. Like the real, and mind you, I just thought about this like literally in this moment when you just said it. Like it's like the reason why I believe this is why, but the reason why I downplay a lot of a lot of my, or some of my accomplishments or some things that I get right is because you feel me. I'm hella wrong in other areas. You feel me? Like
Hmm.
I'm lacking in other areas. You feel me? And it feel like, all right, I'm saluting for what? Like, feel me? I've still got work to do. Feel me? So it'd be like I'm not, in a sense, not downplaying it, but I'm just not magnifying. I'm not like, you know, I'm not
I
just
mean, you humble, bro. You humble. I think we should be, bro.
amplifying
I
it.
feel like I'm
Amplifying it.
I feel like I be like in the same spot where it's like, damn, somebody want to give me credit for something, but I'm still thinking about yesterday's flaw. You know what I mean, or something I'm still dealing with today. Like, man, I just did some
Exactly.
out of pocket stuff.
That
So
point right there. That
yeah,
point
like
exactly.
let's say there's 10 parts of our life, right? Like I know what you're saying, but like sometimes we got that three rolling. That three is like overachieving, but then it's like that seven is like average or below average, and it's like you're conscious of it. And that's why I say going back to how powerful we are, bro. Uh, Knowing that, you know what I mean, and searching for that, like looking for growth, bro. Searching for growth and trying to be to a point where it's like, man, what can I work on today? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that part of me is like the shiny armor and stuff, but like what can I like tighten up on for me? And I think that we do that a lot. You know what I mean? Sometimes we'll be having a good ass conversation. You'd be like, bruh, but you just, you know what I mean? And it's like
Go
we
to that one thing.
Yes, and it's like you won't let me, or I will, and vice versa. Like we won't let each other like celebrate something because like, man, bro, that was cool, bro. But I really was supposed to have been there 2 hours ago, and you know what I mean. It's like we know how to nitpick at ourselves, and I say that too, bro. Like we gotta stop being hard on ourselves if we ain't gonna be just as equally celebratory. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, yeah, you probably don't got the the Letterman jacket with the logo and all that stuff, but like you got something. So like we got to start somewhere. Write that on the bucket list. Did I not hit you with that message the other day?
For
I was
sure.
like, bro, I need you to put that on the bucket list because I got that on mine. Like, bro, I signed up for the LLC. I signed up for a bank account. Like I got little dumbass shit on there, but it's like I'm watching myself make steps. You know what I mean? So it's like, um, and then I'm plotting too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm plotting like for the documentary type stuff. So like when we go back and they go look at the notes and the papers and stuff, like man, we've been doing this. We've been plotting it. We've been manifesting it. For me, we just had to do the work, and this is the work. This is the work.
Yeah, and that's that right there. Like I'm already because I mean, I of course you probably don't think so. You probably think your shit just hella basic. You feel me? Like, but your logo, you feel me? Like that's hard. I don't know if
Yeah.
that, if you got as many compliments as I give you, but it's
Hmm.
hard. But for the things that I'm plotting and for mine, for yours, for ours, it's like I just how different one our format is. You feel me? And what our brand look like when we got it on, when we, you know what I mean, what it looked like what it's gonna start looking like. On studio, you feel me? Well, on set, on whatever, like, feel me? The aesthetics in there is all us. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, I be thinking about all that, and it just be like, man, you feel me? Like it's gonna be, cause this not something, this something for sure that I told somebody this not something that's hot for now. Like
Hmm.
whether it's cold or hot, this is gonna be going on. Feel me? Like
For
there will
sure.
be
For
accountability for it
sure.
because on
For
a daily
sure.
basis, if we didn't have a TV, an iPhone, Galaxy, whatever, we didn't have none of that. You would still have to be accountable to that person when you lock the bathroom to go use the bathroom and look in the mirror. You got to be accountable to that person. So without this, it doesn't matter. You still got to be accountable. Feel me? So whether it be this right here or just in your regular life, you feel me? You got to be accountable. So it ain't, you know what I mean? But yeah, we on that. I just can't wait, man. I wanna like I just imagine all these things, you feel me, these big things, man, for accountability partners, cause when people catch on, and really fully acknowledge and validate our vision, even though they don't necessarily gotta validate it, you feel me? But I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be validated to us that we saw this vision, we walked it out, and you feel me. Now we seeing the fruits of our labor. That's what I really mean by it's gonna be validated to us. Our vision gonna be validated.
I can't wait. I can't wait, and it's like I feel like with like niches and trends and stuff, like this ain't that. You know what I mean? This ain't a trend. This ain't a niche. It's home remedy therapy, man. We getting it together, man, and I wouldn't even say like I feel like therapy is a strong word and a word that comes with a bad taste. Um, I want to just call this growth. You know what I mean? I just want to call this consistent growth, man, and because it's sought after for me. Like me and you know, like we know we've had our slips, but we know that a month or two without like doing this is like borderline unhealthy. You know what I mean? It's like you carrying so much. I have certain friends that I can talk to certain things about, but if I'm going through 4 or 5 different things, it's like, am I supposed to call every other individual? You know what I mean? So it's like you said, when you close that door and lock that door, for me, you at least got to be able to acknowledge the man that's in the mirror. For me, so I don't know. I'm hungry right now, bro. I'm so driven, and I'm ready to be challenged by some others. I'm ready to be challenged by some guests, and not necessarily like that, but like to push the agenda, to push the agenda of holding each other. For me to start getting, I want us to sit down with two people and be like, hey, bro, y'all accountability partners. Okay, well, this is what it's supposed to look like because we know what it's supposed to look like. You know what I mean? They could put their own little twist and turn on it, but it's like, bro, the expectation is aligned. You know what I mean? And I'm the last episode I was talking about it, bro. I want to speak on it again. Is like having thick skin as an accountability partner. We cannot, uh, we can't quit so fast. If you tell me to hold you to doing 200 push-ups every morning, and on day 3 you like, bro, I don't feel like doing it, and you cuss me out, and I just be like, all right, fuck it. Bro, I wasn't a good accountability partner. You know what I mean? So it's like that's I feel like the important thing about being on your own individual journey too is making sure that you got somebody there that's really trying to be there. You know what I mean? And not necessarily trying to be there for you, but being there for the aligned goal. You know what I mean? The goal that y'all both said y'all want. For me, it's like I definitely got it out of that. I think I learned it from this. Like I'm not trying to force nobody to learn something or get into something no more. If this just ain't for you, then it's just not for you, and I'm gonna get where I'm supposed to be around the people that I'm supposed to be around. You know what I mean? And because sometimes, bro, like we can have people around just to have them around. You know what I mean? Or have them around because we want like them to want it, but it's like if they don't want it, then they don't want it. You know what I mean? So that's being accountable in a sense too. For me, trying not to force it on people. You know what I mean? And not necessarily just the conversation part, but just the growth, bro. The growth.
Go ahead and hold a one up for me real quick. Hold a one up for me. So I just started something new right now.
All
This
right,
is
what's that?
real time positivity right here in Real Genius. So when I throw up a one, you gonna have to throw up a one. And what that one represents is something that I said that you kind of
Remixed.
disagree with at a time.
Okay.
Cause I remember when I said that, you was like, you was like, we was in the car. And I thought about, I'm like, watch. So the next one, I'm gonna have this actual footage, and we going or not even necessarily have the footage for the people, just for us. So that'll be, you know what I mean. But I mean, we could have the footage, but because they can find it as well. You feel me? So I'm just saying, I'm just saying they can find it as well. But yeah, man. Nah, cause I remember I had said, man, it was like the work that we doing, the time and energy that we don't have, that we still putting forth into whoever. I'm like, man, sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my breath. But I'm like, and you was like, nah, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm still gonna do it because I
Yeah.
feel like it's my duty now.
But you know you owe.
Because and that's exactly what I said after that. I'm like, because my mentor said what you know you owe. So I'm like, feel me? Because I'm not gonna say, oh, people gave up on me. It just was really wasn't that many people out there trying to really, push for us to get out the streets and don't do it. Wasn't that many people like it is now. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Hmm.
No way, no, sorry, Bob. It was, come on, we got, you know what I mean? But long story short, yeah, it was that though. But I get that way of thinking as well because it's like at the end of the day, you have allotted times to do whatever you gonna do throughout the day. Job, go mentor, you feel me? Go mentor the kids, go do this, go drop them off, pick them up and drop them off, whatever the case may be, you do that. And so it's like now you got these two, one maybe two that's just anti for real, but you still trying to pour into them. You still trying to pour into them, but you know in your head that it's not landing. They are not picking up what you putting down.
Yeah.
And so now after that thought happens comes what? It's a feeling. And it could have been reversed. It could have been the feeling, and then you just let the feeling pass, and you listen because your thought like, oh, I'm gonna still be steadfast, so you still going. But then your heart come or your mind be like, bro, this ain't they ain't picking up what I'm putting down. But I told this to my brother too. I asked this to my brother. I'm like, so am I supposed to still be doing that? Am I supposed to still keep trying? I'm talking to a wall. If the kid was a wall, I'm talking to the wall. Am I supposed to keep doing that?
Hmm.
And so it was like that's where I was at that specific time. But it's like now I know how to do it. I think I know my approach, and my approach is I'm just gonna be giving it to them in doses. We don't gotta sit there and be sitting there for 30 minutes or an hour or none of that. I'ma just keep dropping jewels on you, and you gonna be wondering where they come from. Like, why is he saying that and this and that? That's just how I'm doing it now. Because I'm not trying to be your big homie. I'm not trying to be your big brother or none of that. I'm just trying to be somebody, you feel me, that you see talking some way and he's walking that way. That's all I'm trying to be, you feel me? I ain't trying to be no role model or none of that. You feel me? I'm just cause I'm flawed. You feel me? So
I mean, but to that, I want to say, earn your voice. I don't feel like you got to be perfect to earn your voice.
definitely not.
If you're doing the footwork, if you are, if you know that you poured into the kid, and you feel received, it's like your voice is earned. Like, and you are due to pay what you owe every time. You know what I mean? But uh,
Message.
no, that's where it's at for real. I feel like um, like you said, the approach is crucial, bro. But I feel like even if you got the perfect approach, if you ain't earned your voice, bro, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. If I don't know you, if you ain't been shooting with me in a gym, then I don't want to hear it. I don't care if it's out the Bible, and I've said that before. You know what I mean? Like you gotta earn your voice. If you ain't been writing songs every night, then I don't want to hear you talking about what I need to do in the lab. You know what I mean? Like you got so what I'm getting at is what we're doing right now is earning our voice. It may not be with every individual that you run across, but out into the world, we are earning our voice. In our communities, we are earning our voice. I mean, because we walking this shit and we talking it. You know what I mean? I think it's different if you on the fence. If you're on the fence, then yeah, it's you're not earning your voice. For me, because you know that you're being seen doing bullshit outside of what you're talking about. You know what I mean? But I feel like that comes before the approach. Once we earn the voice, bro, I feel like the approach ain't gonna really matter because they respect us. You know what I mean? And it don't have to be a kid, bro. It could be moms, pops, whoever. Like, you know what I mean? Once they respect where a nigga coming from, I think that's how the conversation starts. But if they don't respect where we're coming from, it's like, ugh. I got a friend. I could tell, like, I be watching him how he deal with his mama. His mama on dope, right? But she ain't like messed up. She's a functioning addict, right? And I can tell how he talk to her and look at her that he don't respect her, even though he's not disrespectful. Does that make sense?
Very much so.
And it irks me to watch it because it's like, damn, you're not being disrespectful, but you are. You get what I'm saying? Like because it's all over his face, it's all over everything he says and does towards her. Like he don't respect his mama, feel me? But she ain't earned her voice.
It's passive aggressive.
Yeah, she ain't earned her voice though, bro. So I feel him. So I feel him when she want to be mom. Every 60 days, it's like, yeah, he ain't going for that. I'm finna try to get him to get off your neck right now. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm not saying that it's right, but I understand that she hasn't earned that voice yet.
Yeah, I'm when you say when you first just introduced that term right there, you feel me, earning your voice, like I literally thought about it. I was like, damn, okay, if I was to just take it to my hood, I'm
Yeah.
like, have I earned my voice?
Hmm.
I said, have I earned my voice? I said, boom. When I see the young niggas, you feel me? You know what I mean? They give it up and all that, you feel me? But I'm like, I really don't pour into them. One, because I don't be over there. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
number two is just it's in passing. It's not, hey, big bro, let me holler at you, or feel me? And then it's like it's all 30 of them. So I mean, what can I really pour into them other than, hey, bro, I see y'all be smooth. You know what I mean? Stay safe.
No, I hear you for
You
real.
feel me? So it's like, oh man, I feel like, yeah, I earned my voice over there, boom, but it's not fully resonating because of the situations that we always finding ourselves in when we meet. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I started thinking, I'm like, all right, boom, rap. Have I earned my voice to real rap fans and people who really appreciate rap? Yes. On the level that I am right now, yes, but not all the way, no. But it's, I literally, that's what I thought. But on topic, yeah, I do believe. Let me just say this. Number one on that, I I thank, I'm grateful, and I'm very appreciative for the platform because it helped me gain the confidence to even validate my voice.
Hmm.
Cause I mean, all I probably had all of the things in my mind that I always had. You feel me? My voice sound the same, but of course that's not what we talking about here. You feel me? It's just the confidence in which we speaking and what we talking about, and is we gonna stand on that? And if anybody know me, if it come out my mouth, I'm gonna stand on it for sure. So it's like this platform, feel me, and being accountability partner as a whole, you, me, that this platform like that got me to where I am right now, to where I feel like, yeah, I have gained my voice, but this is what gave me the confidence. Because when we first started off, yeah, I was, you feel me, it was more ego when I started. For me, it was, I could do this, like I'm too old, like who, you know what I mean, like I'm certified. But that wasn't the confidence to get on here, you feel me, and talk about shit that motherfuckers either don't want to talk about or ain't gonna talk about. You feel me? Which is they self and how, you feel me, how and they flaws, and you feel me, how do you get better? You feel me? What's the process? What do that look like for you? How can you help others? You feel me? What can you say to the, feel me? All these things. Like now, it's like at the end of the day, like who gonna tell me that what I'm saying is either wrong or, hey, bro, you could have. I'm humble enough to accept all of that. But at the end of the day, just know that, of course, accountability is the motto, but it's about growth. You feel me? And that's why it's like, man, when you just said that, I said, ooh, I could go so many
Bruh,
different
I
places
gotta
with this.
stop you. I gotta stop you. 'Cause I know you see me over here smiling and shit, right? Cause you over here talking about like how you started and whoop de whoop, and and this shit gave a nigga the confidence to speak and all that. But what it also did, and I'm like just listening, thinking about the last couple episodes, it taught us how to speak better. You know what I mean? Like until just right now, you wasn't saying no no you feel me's. Like you were just talking and expressing yourself, bro. And it's like we have gotten better at public speaking because of this. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you noticed it, bro.
I was just
I
going
want you to watch the last couple episodes.
Yeah,
Watch the last couple episodes,
I
bro.
wasn't paying attention. I was just
We've
going.
been flowing. We've been flowing, bro. And it's like, um, we from the hood, but if this your first episode, you don't know that. You know what I mean? If you just now catching on to us the last couple episodes, you don't know that we from the hood. Cause we don't talk illiterate. Bro, I'm sitting there listening to you talk. I'm like, man, bro, over here expressing himself right now. Sound like a grown ass man that know what he talking about and know what he trying to say. Instead of like, fuck all this shit and motherfuckers, and you know what I mean? Like, we know how to talk, bro.
I mean, but that's what you always say, bro. Like we intentional. If that doesn't explain it, I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
For
Like,
sure. Nigga ain't on here playing, man. Definitely ain't doing no playing. And I feel like because we taking it serious, it's just like it's opening up so much for us, bro. It's opening up so much for us. Like if we go to anybody platform, they in trouble because we already been practicing. We already been getting it in. We got episodes that we ain't even posted. You know what I mean? So it's like, ain't nobody gonna be able to put us in the crossfire about nothing about this. You know what I mean? So I'm
Really
ready.
about nothing, like, because at the end of the day, it's not saying that we know everything or nothing like that, but it's just like
I'm in it
I
every day, bro.
believe I know
We
who
in it
I
every
am.
day.
I believe you know who you are. I believe you know who I am as well. So it's like when we go up there, it's just they probably got some questions or whatever, but it's like at the end of the day, the topics that if we not coming on there having questions and then creating an answer before we get on here. Just
Nah,
so
for
people
sure.
know, just so
For
we all
sure, for
fair.
sure.
Like you feel me? We
For
might
sure,
have
for
some
sure.
questions, but we not pre-writing these answers and looking down and you know what I'm talking about, like, nah, we not doing that. We might have some questions written down for sure, but just to come up with some pre-written answers and then come on here like we freestyling is crazy work. That's crazy work. Just so
and,
everybody
and,
aware, we definitely don't do that. So
and
it's
I'm
like
happy
we
you
was to
said
go to,
that though too.
yeah, we was to go to any platform. It's like, bro, like we just gonna be ourselves. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like it's only so simple. You feel me? You can only fake something for so long before you
And
really
you
put the
just
work
you
in.
saying that, bro, it doubles down on the point I was making earlier, where it's like, bro, this is not a niche. You know what I mean? Like this is real, bro. Like you got to be experiencing what we experiencing or experiencing something to sit here and be able to chop it up. Feel me? And that's why I'm hella confident in this because it's like we don't have to like necessarily create anything, bro. We just gotta live and be true to ourselves, bro. Look, 6 months from now, I want to open up this office building so I can be able to do photos in there. And then I call you 6 months from now, and I'm like, Brian, gonna lie, bro. The overhead is killing me. But it's just it's we got to try it out. We got to take the step, take the leap of faith. You know what I mean? But it's 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 us like wanting it, bro. Like you said, we're intentional about it. Like we want it, we're trying to get there. For me, compared to like, hey, somebody tell us like the loophole to go viral. You know what I mean? Like we ain't doing our page don't look like nobody else's. Our content ain't like nobody else's. You know what I mean? We didn't have to go track down Kai Sinat or nothing. You know what I mean? It's like this is genuine stuff for me. And for those that need it, you are welcome to come soak up.
Man, because we all sponges at the end of the day. So, I mean, if you a sponge, you know exactly what saying I'm about to say. You get what you want, and you leave what you don't. That's exactly what a sponge do. Feel me? So I know somebody been telling me that for so many years. There's so many other little adages. You feel me? But yeah, I just take what I want and leave what I don't. But I know what's most important, and that's you feel me. Those is the things that not saying that I do have a few things that I need to work on. You feel me? Like stat. You feel me?
Everybody.
But ain't no but. But I'm just saying, like it's just when you want to give something your time, you want to. I know me myself personally. When I want to give something my time, it's like, man, I want to make sure that I'm in the space to receive what I need to receive.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like
No, that's
sometimes
that's
you might
that's
be going through something just
bruh,
so.
message, bruh. Because you might be wanting to put me up on something, but if I ain't in the headspace to receive it, bro, I ain't gonna even hear you. You know how many times I done called you or you didn't call me? They're like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, right now it's just not good. You know what I mean? And it's like I, I have no choice, you have no choice but to see it like, bro, I'd rather you be in a healthy space. You know what I mean? Than to just, go through the motions. So message, bro. Like that, we need to make sure, like for the dads, if you going through it about something else, it's probably not a good time to try to like force the meeting with your kid, force the hangout day, because you probably ain't in the mood to entertain. You
But
probably ain't in the mood to give
but
your
two
energy. You know what I
things,
mean? So
but
it's
two
like,
things specifically about that is one, the self awareness to understand that you're not in that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then just the vulnerability and the big salute to even putting that on somebody or telling somebody to even know that you in that space. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So
Because
that's
that takes strength to let you know that I'm weak right now.
exactly,
Well, I'm not at
exactly
100%.
my point. My point.
I'm not at 100%, bro. Can you call me later about this?
My point.
If you used to me being super jolly and I'm all looking like I'm having fun on the internet, it's like, what you mean, bro? You ain't in the mood, or you're going through something. Like you're a human. You're a real person. Yeah, I'm having a real person moment right now. Can I get a 30-minute break? You
Shit,
know what I
go
mean? Can
ahead.
we talk about this tomorrow? Real
So
shit.
it's like that. That's those was the two biggest takeaways. You feel me? That it's like when I hear something like that or I say something like that, those is my two biggest. One, the self awareness, and then being having enough strength to be vulnerable.
Hmm.
You feel me? So it's like, all right, man, I ain't in that space right now to even receive that. You feel me? So I'm a hollow or I'm a little communication go a long way.
Bruh, this was a good one. I was gonna stop you earlier and tell you on the top of your screen it was saying that you was recording in a higher quality. So like it's showing trash right now, but it's recorded and it's gonna be saved in a higher quality. Turn it up. We out of here, accountability partners. We gone.